It's a great pleasure to be here today in this conference where we will be having an important conversation on ABR, administrative burden reduction, and to look at the power of participation. So bringing listening, engaging in co-creation into the reduction of administrative burden. Again, I would like to thank Democracy Plus for bringing together this, I would say, group of all key actors coming from the government, from the civil society, and from businesses, and not only from Kosovo, but also from the region, to discuss a topic whereby I believe that we share a common goal, and that has to do with building better public services for all. In the last few years, we've had, I would say, important progress, significant achievements in the area of digital transformation and administrative burden reduction. Today in eKosovo, which is our main and central government portal for services for citizens and businesses, eKosovo, we have more than 250 services. At the same time, through the administrative burden reduction program, more than 750 services have been simplified at the central and at the local level. The progress also has been recognized by the latest OECD Sigma report. So in the 2024 report, we've seen Kosovo already being well above the Western Balkans average in the component of service delivery and digitalization, which is an important progress compared to 2 years before when we were below that average. But when we talk about digital transformation, it's much more than about numbers, about benchmarks, and I would say about visible outcomes. It is fundamentally about reform, because in order to make our digital transformation sustainable, secure, and inclusive, we also have to take very systemic and deep reforms into the way our public administration works. And it's, I would say, starting from the key pillars and enablers of digital transformation. So I will mention some of the key reforms that we are currently undertaking in that regards. So first of all, it has to do with having an approach of the whole of government enterprise architecture, strengthening the interoperability between systems, increasing, I would say, the functionalities, performance of eKosovo as the central portal. We are about to launch our electronic ID and the digital wallet, which will provide an additional level of services, which will include electronic signature and electronic seal as well. And then more infrastructural elements, so revamping our government data network, transitioning to cloud technologies, and then doing the groundwork of data governance, so working on bringing more value from the data which exists in the government systems and creating more evidence-based policy making in the government. And last but not least, in this list is bringing mechanisms of innovation into the public sector by bringing use cases of emerging technologies like AI into in solving public administration problems. But when we look at all of this array of reforms, the most important one, or the heart of the reform, has to do with service delivery. So how do we change the philosophy of service delivery from an institution-centered approach to a citizen-centered approach, so bringing the citizen at the center of the process?
Governments across the Western Balkans and far beyond are under growing pressure to deliver public services that are faster, more transparent, and responsive to real needs. Reducing administrative burdens is one step forward. But true, lasting change happens when reforms are shaped by those who experience them: citizens, civil society, and businesses. That's where participation becomes not just important, but essential. I'm especially encouraged that today's event is organized by two respected civil society organizations in close cooperation with the government of Kosovo, particularly the Strategic Planning Office within the Prime Minister's office. This kind of partnership shows what is possible when government and civil society work not in parallel, but hand in hand. Participation is more than a democratic principle. It's a tool for better policy making. It helps surface what works and what doesn't. It reveals the small but real obstacles that frustrate people. And I guess every one of us has experienced this one way or the other. It ensures that reforms are rooted in experience, not just aspiration. Often, administrative burdens are invisible, in long queues, in unclear procedures, and in the end, in quiet decisions to walk away from a service that feels too complex. These barriers hit vulnerable groups the hardest. Participation brings them into the light and gives us a chance to fix these barriers. That's why Germany continues to stand firmly behind governance reform efforts across the Western Balkans. Together with our partners here in Kosovo and across the region, we support initiatives that put people at the heart of public service design and delivery. I'm particularly pleased by the work GIZ Kosovo is doing, with support from the EU and Germany to put these values into action. Whether it's streamlining childbirth services, digitalizing bar exam certification, or simplifying surveyor licensing. These reforms are not just administrative. They are, in the end, deeply human. And honestly speaking, with some of those services, Kosovo is far ahead of Germany. And this is really a great achievement here in Kosovo. You can be proud of that. And please continue this work in that matter.
I would like to start by thanking the two NGOs that together with GIZ have organized this conference, the Democracy Plus and the European Policy Institute of Kosovo, two NGOs that we support through two different projects. And this is for us a success to see that we can use this collaboration amongst our different interventions. Of course, we need to thank also the German cooperation with whom we share same engagement and commitment in improving public administration reform, administrative burden reduction, and much more that we do together here in Kosovo. And I want to welcome also partners that are coming from other countries, from the region, because this will be a great opportunity to exchange experiences and ideas, and also for Kosovo to show how good progress they are making with this program on administrative burden reduction. Reducing administrative burden is not just a technical exercise, as it was already said by the previous speakers, because burdens that come at a real cost for citizens and business, and they hinder not only opportunities, but services that are not effective can create limit in opportunities, inefficiencies, and ultimately they erode transparency and trust in the public administration. And Kosovo is making really good progress with this program on reducing and simplifying services, digitalizing services.
Është duke parë gjithë këtë.
Në shoqëri civile kudo që ne kom pjesë e procesit edhe me pas në çdo fazë një pjesëmarrje